Guys, so we've got Wesley's truck here. This truck is done. This is going to kind of be an overview of how we went to do this truck and why we did this truck. So Wesley brought us this truck. He had it for a little bit, had a few little oil leaks, things of that nature. Decided he wanted to keep this truck for a long time instead of trading it up and spending $100,000 on getting a new truck. So we essentially went through and did a full semi restoration. So all the engine's been going through, transmission, suspension, frame, everything has been done under the hood. So we're going to give you an overview of how we did all that process and then let y'all come along for a ride and show you how good it turned out. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. One of them trucks I was telling you we've been kind of started doing, restoring them back to what they was stock or whatever. So here is the an LBZ we're doing, and so Cody's going through now, and you know we're pulling the frame all the way down the bare frame, all the way down. There's the motor that's going in this one. Painted the firewall, cleaned all that mess up. Even one of the big S&B tanks, we put a big 62-gallon tank in it. So we're gonna go through that, rebuild all the suspension, and then, like I said, do the motor, transmission, everything. During process, and you both can do this too, but he's not here. All right, guys, so we've got Wesley's truck. It's done, ready to go. We're waiting on a couple little things to get it finished up, but I've got to get it running to get some miles on it. But we've had a pretty good snowstorm this weekend, so we'll see if it'll start up. All right, Wesley, so what do you think about your truck so far?
Runs good, feels good, man. Sounds good.
We've got Wesley's truck, like I said, it's all finished up now. We'll kind of give you all an overshot now that we've done the build process, kind of show you everything as it's put together, do a little bit more description on what everything is. The way the truck is laid out, it's not super complicated. It's just a really clean version of a factory, essentially a factory truck. Now, this truck originally on the plan, and I'm sure that you've seen clips of, this truck was actually laid out to be twin turboed. Then we ended up kind of running into a couple issues in the motor and some other odd and end things that kind of eat up some more budget than he was planning on. So we've got all the twin turbo stuff to finish this later, but he elected to kind of wait and put that on the back burner. So again, S&B intake, all that stuff is fine. A couple of nice upgrades on the engine is it's got the upgraded exhaust manifolds and up pipes that have all been ceramic coated with that thick coating that we showed you on Gary's truck, so that it's going to keep color and it'll have a little texture on it. The entire wiring harness has been rewrapped. You can see like these plugs like this right here. The entire wiring harness has been rewrapped in this style loom, so it makes it look a lot cleaner, hides it a lot better. A lot of the coolant lines have been rerouted, moved around. The valve covers are powder coated and the engine is painted black, like a satin black. The billet valve covers have been painted a satin black as well, and then we've kind of did some gloss black accents, which will work a lot better when you see the twin turbo kit on the truck. It'll make a little bit more sense that way. So firewall was obviously, we stripped and painted the firewall because this truck had been a little bit nasty on the firewall. A couple of things that there is still to do. He's going to drive it for a couple of weeks while we're waiting on parts, but we're going to we've got a black alternator coming as well as a black AC compressor with black braided AC lines. So then that's just kind of everything eventually will tie all together. So like I said, this kind of looks old and crusty right now, which is fine because we've got a new black powder coated one coming, and then we'll be able to route the lines down and around instead of open over. That'll work better with the twin kit, plus it's going to hide it a lot better. Let's see, this truck has got stock injectors for right now, 10 mil pump. We are running the Dan's 64 millimeter Dominator charger with the Whirly heat blanket on there to kind of clean the back of that up. Like I said, all the powder coating was done by Black Label, and it's going to be, like I said, it's a satin finish with gloss black accessories to it. We've got also have the black forward facing thermostat housing with the pipe that's going to go on at the same time as the twin kit. So we've got all that. A few other things this truck has got going on. We went through and did the entire power steering pump system. So it's got the PSC power steering pump, all of the dirty hooker lines, and a GM LML equivalent hydro boost. So then the turning radius and stuff is a lot better. And just the way the truck drives is just going to be a lot better using that kind of stuff. Let me check here and see. Like I said, everything's powder coated. The engine covers, water pump, all the pulleys have been gone through. All that stuff is all new. like I said, the goal with this truck was at the end was just kind of make it a super clean, stockish truck. It makes good power. Like I said, it runs good. Went through on the suspension side here. And so he already had the kryptonite upper control arms and a lot of the other suspension stuff done. We did the Fox reservoir shocks so that those kind of tie in good together. And we did those, like I said, we did those front and back. You can also see back here's a good shot of where you can see where we can, and you can see it a lot better on the video, but where we've stripped and repainted and coated the frame. Truck also got a S&B tank added on, which again, it already had the fats. It already had a few other odd and end things. Truck, we added a built transmission. This trans is rated for 1,000 horsepower, and we included, I believe it's got the Banks transmission panel. It also does. So it's got the Banks transmission pan. I know it had the Banks rear diff, but I wasn't sure on the transmission pan, but it does. So it's got the Banks transmission pan and the rear diff cover, built for 1,000 because again, this was kind of one of the things when you do a transmission, it's really not a whole lot much more money to go ahead and put the extra parts in a built trans so that, hey, if I decide to do whatever later, I don't have to deal with the transmission again. So all that stuff turned out great. Got the backflip MX4 bed cover and as well as a full deck system. He likes that just to store all of his personal belongings so it's not clouding up his truck any. So we've got the full deck system in there as well. Tail lights, you see we did do the tail lights too. So it's got I believe the Recon tail lights, third brake light. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we did. Like I said, it ended up being quite a big project. There's a few other, like I said, odd and end things that he wants to do to it as he gets finished up. I already had the headlights and stuff on it, so those are going to kind of match the tail lights. But like I said, it's just a super clean truck that's going to last him a really long time. So guys, thank you all for watching this video. If this is something you'd like to do to your truck, like I said, it's a heck of a lot cheaper to do this than it is to go buy a new truck. And then you've got a good, reliable truck that's going to last you a lot longer than some of these new trucks are. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate the likes and follows, and we'll see you on the next one.